Hi all, Kitamari here, checking out Aethermancer. It came out yesterday, I think. It came out very recently, and hopefully I'll get this video out in a timely manner. I've been playing this on the Steam Deck. So good. It works so well on there. I'm kind of in mid-game, but this is going to be a first impressions video in a sense. I'm going to go through the early parts, kind of explain the basics and all that stuff, but I'm also just going to jump in at the same time. We'll see how it goes. Apologies in advance if there are any eccentricities with my VTuber model. I don't know, I shouldn't have even mentioned it. If you don't notice it, I don't notice it. So anyway, this is our main character and this is our hub. This is the world that we start in every time we want to start a new run. And there are various individuals here. Very curious. There's a cat here who has not calmed down yet. This kitty, look at that. This cat has not calmed down. That's the point of this game. That's Aethermancer in a nutshell, everybody. No, I'm kidding. Lily over here. Hello, Lily. I find it interesting to imagine that I was a monster in a previous life, or maybe even a bunch of different monsters. Interesting. An interesting thought indeed. Yeah, isn't it? But everybody else here thinks I'm crazy when I say stuff like that. Sometimes I even imagine whole stories and biographies of my former monster lives. They do say that monsterkin tend to have a better sense of recollecting past lives, so it could all be true. I like the characters. I'm not going to go through all of the dialogue. I kind of want to keep this a brisk video, but I want to mention that I always bring up Hades. I feel like 24/7 bringing up Hades. It is kind of the benchmark in a lot of ways for me when it comes to how the hub is handled, the hub world, and how the characters who live there are handled. And this game is very comparable when it comes to the amount of effort that they put towards the characters. So anyway, Soul Bond. I've basically been trying to purchase Soul Bond on a regular basis, and I don't have any any currency right now to do so. But yeah, Soul Bond with various monsters. We'll get into that. This is a creature collecting game, monster collecting game, and all the monsters that you fight, you can try to collect them. It can be a little bit challenging. You have limitations on how many you can collect, so you kind of have to be frugal with what you have. Gustavo over here. You know, I used to be a judge. I studied it all over in Halsrop. You left Pilgrim's Rest. Surprising, isn't it? I lived for 15 years in Halsrop. First as a student, then as a judge. But then I had to take over the family business. So here I am, tavern keeper, judge, mayor. And ever since that darn void, I had to fill in for half the town that ran off, too. So, Gustavo over here will, he basically will give us stuff and things we could... Sorry. I'm trying to make this like a review and I'm doing, I don't know. It's unnatural to me. I usually go in games kind of blind and then just react to things. But anyway, these are things that we can start off with in our runs. Like start each run with 10 gold, upgrade the monster meal to cleanse 5 additional corruption from each monster. There's a lot of stuff to explain. But yeah, there's wonderful things that we can try to get from him. And the one that's the most important that I started with, Memento Start. Start each run with 1 additional blank memento. A blank memento is kind of like a Pokeball, and that's how you will get new monsters. And look at this gorgeous pixel art. I'm very enchanted by this pixel art. I think that it's so pretty, and it just the use of light and color is fantastic. So Alioth, I think often of the Dark Ages, a shameful period for our kind. Monsterkin were ostracized purely for their appearance. Humans across Terrastate either saw them as monsters or as slaves. Humans, in turn, were ruled by Soul, who grew ever more mad and corrupted as centuries and millennia passed. Cities that were deemed sinful or disobedient were raised by hordes of monsters at the command of Soul. And the Aethermancers only stood by as all of this happened, believing this to be the predestined state of Terrastate. Of course, the thought of rising up against the creator of Terrastate probably didn't even cross most minds during that time. Still, it speaks volumes that out of the original 15 Aethermancers, all but 3 of them decided to retire as they could not bear the guilt any longer. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. You can go through it if you want to. You don't have to, but it does enliven the world, in my view. He has some really important things as well. Monster Flask charge upgrade. So the Monster Flask, basically, these have to do with healing your monsters, which can be very important in mid-battle, especially as you're getting towards the end of a run when they're in danger of kind of getting KO'd and all that. You, as their tamer and all that, you can really help them out. So it's important to do that. But we're going to jump in and do a run. So I get to select my first monster, and I got super lucky. I still am just kind of, I can't believe it. I got the Warden. Warden over here was tough to get. A bit of a rarity as far as all these ones go. But I started off with Lulu over here. I also have a true first impressions video, which I might make that public. Not sure yet. Do you want to give this Warden a nickname? I actually do. Confirm? Okay, so your name is going to be... Freddy? Freddy. Okay, his name is Freddy. I love a movie called Drop Dead Fred. Yeah, that's, I don't know, that came to mind. Freddy. Pilgrimage Path. So, look how tall he is. He's oh, he's big and imposing. He's scary, Freddy. So, over here, very important, let's interact with this. And let's pick another one. Okay, so... we are lucky duckies. We get to pick another one. Let me take a look-see first. What are your elements? He uses earth and wind. So I am of various minds. I am still playing this game, still figuring it out. It's all... oh, so much of it is still a mystery to me. But feel free to let me know in the comments, like, how you would handle this situation. So I have this thought process in my head of, like, let me have as many elements as possible. That way I can cover all kinds of bases if any of them have weaknesses. But it seems like that might not be what we want to do. Rather, we want to kind of pile up elements, because then we get access to higher level spells and we can do more damage ultimately. And I've noticed so far, but I haven't done too many runs, but from the runs I have done, is that it seems like having the same types of elements over and over is good. But you know what, I'm gonna go with this one because he's one of the newer ones. He's one of the newer monsters that I've collected. I think I let the auto namer do things. You can go and you can rename your monsters here. So let me rename this monster. Your name is how about Lika? Lika, like Lika-chan? Okay, Lika. Nobody knows who Lika is. I don't know why I'm... I don't know why I chose that name. No one knows who Lika is. Lika-chan. Okay, let's talk to this friend, Sir Tiberian. I'm having trouble finding him in town. I feel like he might show up in town, but I'm not sure. I've heard many stories about your kind, Siryu. I hope nothing that paints us as too villainous. Villains? Nay, you are the heroes, guiding monsters towards worthiness, helping out across Terraste. This is certainly the idea. In practice, however, our history looks a bit different. Don't worry about ancient history. Besides, as a fellow Void Delvers, we can help each other out. So, he is going to help me out. I can refuse and get 10 gold, but I'd rather take some equipment here. I have 2 rare options. Each monster can hold 1 piece of equipment, so I need to pick carefully. Converts the element of the first hit of each attack into wild damage plus 2. Or a banner, all allies gain plus 7% crit chance and plus 7% evasion. Crit chance plus 15% rare. I don't know. You would think I would choose this. 7 is my favorite number, but I'm so crazy about the number 7 that I want to go with it. You know, I'm going to go with the Lance though, because last time I picked the banner, and I think Freddy does a nice amount of damage, I would assume. I hope so anyway. So, gosh, Freddy is so tall, like I was saying. Freddy is crazy tall. So what, you see those monsters over there? Don't get too close to them quite yet. What you want to do is you want to go over and then jam A. You want to jam A before they notice you. And actually, I don't know. And what I mean by I don't know is that I haven't noticed it making that much of a difference, actually, when I go and I do things. Okay, so cool stuff right here. You see on the right, we have those like purpley things. Those purpley things mean that our monster is going to get staggered. Staggered basically means that they have incurred some critical damage, so they're extra damaged and they will take even more damage. This is because we just have really powerful ones here. We've collected some really powerful ones, so we can get through this area much quicker. I'm going to... oh wow. See how little damage our little friend here does. An attack won't take down that HP. Let me see. Gonna... oh wow. Gonna... oh, Bubble Trick didn't do it either? Oh yeah, Bubble Trick did do it. Okay, good. Now, wind damage? I'll just do wind damage. I'm doing kind of basic things here at the beginning. It's not that big of a deal. Stagger, I like that. It'll be more of a big deal as we get deeper into the labyrinth. I mean, Labyrinth. I don't know why I'm thinking Labyrinth, I guess, because most roguelike games, I've noticed they take place in labyrinth-like places, but here we're just on a bunch of floating lands. I mean, not floating, actually, but a bunch of stages that are more earthy. Monkey is trying to bother me right now. Monkey, I paid attention all day. All day, Monkey. It's because I'm doing the voice stuff. So, okay. Wind. Shall I do... maybe wind on this guy. oh yeah, stagger. Yeah, I got staggered. That purple thing, the box-shaped thing. I still don't know what that box-shaped thing is. It might have been explained and I forgot. There are so many little things that are unique to this game that I have never seen before. So it's innovative in a lot of ways, but yeah, there are things that I don't remember, or I don't know, and I just am learning as I go. So we have a basic attack, or we can use bubble. Well, looks like they both do about the same amount of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and do a basic attack. That way I'm not using up the Aether. You can see at the top screen, it says that I have 2 Earth Aether, 2 Water. Now I have 4 Wind, which is huge. And because I have 4 Wind, I can use a Wind Kick, because that costs 2. So I can use Wind Kick. This battle system actually reminds me a lot of Bravely Default and Octopath Traveler. Mainly Bravely Default, actually. But it also reminds me, going forward, this is going to be in the later levels of Darkest Dungeon, because the difficulty level can get pretty intense. Your characters can die very easily, and there's all kinds of cryptic stuff as far as, like, what is the best thing to do. Now, Poise, Purging, Stealing Aether, Retaliate, regenerates random Aether. Retaliate is cool. This is like a counter attack. There are so many little variables of things to get. Critical Purging. On every 3 crits, purges 1 enemy Aether. This one is bolded a little bit, which has me thinking it's special somehow. Side crits. Yeah, the ones that are in yellow, bolded I guess is what I was calling it. Those ones, I assume that they're better. But at the same time, there might be other ones that are better to choose. It's like, not entirely certain. So, let's look here. Loot drop, rare equipment. Yay, got a banner. Oh, hey. So it's a good thing I didn't pick up that banner. Otherwise I'd have banner. But I don't know if it's a good thing actually, because like, maybe I'd be better off with 2 banners. 7 plus 7. So, yeah. Something that I don't remember being mentioned in the tutorial. Ooh, look at this run. Is the ability to break open the boxes, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. So you can push select and see the map. Everything is all grayed out, so that means I already looked at everything. So I'm ready to move on to the next stage. I can get a rare loot, check out a random NPC, or next zone, Envoy. And this one, yeah, this takes us to a new area. I think it's a little bit more challenging, that one. I'm gonna go for a loot drop rare. We may be facing a kind of mini boss, and I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Let's see. Interact. And we can add another buddy. I have a gargoyle. A gargoyle, this was from a more advanced area, at least relative to some of these opening areas. I'm gonna grab this gargoyle. I do want to give you a name. Your name is Pudding. Pudding the gargoyle. Freddy, Licka, and Pudding. And apparently I'm in the mood for Pudding. So, let's see. Rare equipment again. Hey, look at this. We can give you a staff. There you go, sir. Pudding now has a staff. He's a gargoyle mage named Pudding. Okay, void jump. Oh yeah, the void jump. So if there are enemies on the ground, right? There are none over here right now, but let's say there was one like right over here. You could do a kind of sneak attack thing on them. Might be possible to do from over here. I have to press A. Sometimes I end up pressing the wrong button and I'm in trouble. Now we have 3 versus 3. I already collected all of these monsters. The biggest problem one here is the slime. He's just annoying. Let's go ahead and take him down with Stone Punch. Stagger, yay. Bubble Trick. Ooh, we can stagger all kinds of them. Now the problem though with staggering so many, I feel, is that they are going to be very angry when they are unstaggered. And I think that, I don't know, is it worth it to stagger them all the time? It might be, but they're gonna be angry. Now, Echo, let's see what does the most damage. Kind of like this. You know what? I'm gonna use Echo on you. Okay. And I'm gonna use Wind Kick on no. Hurricane Punch. Gosh, do we have anything that's gonna do cool stuff? Sidekick on Self? We'll just do Wind Kick. They, the enemies, I notice, they oftentimes end up with a 1 HP special. Or that's what I call it when they have very low HP. And that's what they could do, their big counter attack, their big surviving attack. Yeah, see, they get very angry when they have been staggered a little bit. So they did some pretty big damage to me. So something important to know is that I don't have any healing. Temporary power too. It's unfortunate that I don't have any healing going on here. Yeah, because usually I have at least one big healing thing going on. And yeah, kind of unfortunate because I would totally utilize some healing right now. I would. Yeah, this is going to be a problem actually. I may have made a little bit of a mistake because I don't have any big healing here. And it's funny because there are a lot of healing type characters. So this may be a bit of a short-lived group because of a lack of a healer. There's not really a way to effectively heal outside of battle that I've noticed. I might just not know, but yeah. So Talisman, unfortunately, the Talisman isn't, I don't think it's worth it, so we're gonna scrap it, and we got 3 gold from that, which is nice. I'm gonna interact with this. A soul lantern, a resting place for roaming souls. The monsterkin took great care to construct and maintain them all across the fractured ruins. Release a soul to grant 5 health to a monster. I will do this for Freddy. Here you go, Freddy. I probably should have checked to see who has the lowest health. Yeah, Lika should have been the one to get that, but honestly, you can't go wrong with whoever you decide to put those on. Boy, parry! Oh, I was so silly just now. I was supposed to press A when I was at the top, and I didn't even notice the monsters there. And so, yeah, we missed out on some opportunity to do something, I think. But Echo attack, stagger. When these guys level up, hopefully someone has some sort of healing ability that I can add to us. Until then, I think adding shields to everybody might be a good idea. There we go, mineralized shields. Bubble trick. We were able to kill 1 enemy this turn, which is great. Sidekick is such a good little attack, their own version of follow-up attacks. So anyway, this game is just, it's not your average monster collecting, monster training, monster battle game. It's really not. It has a heightened difficulty that's, you're not going to notice it, I mean, immediately yet, but like, it's going to be very noticeable later. Now, earth damage and, ooh. Huh. Maybe Toxic Slash. Could get some poison stacked on there. And now we can kill this one so that we don't get an extra attack on us. And do a little basic attack, not a big deal at all. And gosh, I feel like we are actually pretty much in a good place as far as healing goes. Stone Punch. Stone Punch. Now, 7. I'm so silly. 5, and then an attack. They don't seem to do less than what is proposed as far as the damage, so I always like that fact that they don't do less than that. Okay, so please have healing. On interrupt, apply sidekick to self. Triggers when an enemy action is interrupted. Actions get interrupted when the enemy is staggered, killed, or when the enemy lacks the ether required to pay for the action's cost. So many things to this game that are kind of different. Shields. So we have a trait here, shields. I'm gonna go with exploit though. Let me see. Come on, someone please have healing, please. Monster soul. Oh my goodness. See, I'm so careless. I run right into the fray. I run right into the fray, you know. Alrighty. What shall I do? Ooh. This does big damage. We'll do a wind kick for the stagger here. Wow. Do a bit of an echo. I'm so glad I managed to grab that monster. It's a miracle. Another thing that was really cool and very, very much of a relief is that when you die, if you did manage to get a monster, if you did manage to capture one before dying, they remain captured. The craft memento thing, I have 2 of them right here. They will remain captured, so at least you get something even if you die. Now, what shall I do? He's not really weak against too much, is he? Mineralize. I'll just do a regular attack. Here we go. He would be the character on our team rather than the one we should be fighting. I do have them actually somewhere, but wind kick. There we go. I can use a potion in battle on Freddy. I need to remember to do that because I might have to. Level up, steals 1 enemy Aether, free action. Free action. This action can be used without ending the monster's turn. I really like this one. They can only use 1 per turn. Shield self for 2x6. Wind damage against all enemies. I kind of like this one. I think this one is good. Shield self, redirect, steals 1 enemy Aether. See, the problem with this one, right, is that it takes up room, and I'm not sure if it's worth it. I feel like this one sounds very powerful in a pinch, but I really ought to get more free actions. Okay, I'll get this free action one. That one was to increase crit for the one there. Now a skill reroll, all good. But so many good games coming out all the time. It's honestly, I don't know. I've really expanded how many types of genres I'm interested in, and it's been crazy how many great looking games are always coming out. Like for example, in Steam Next Fest, I'm really hoping that there's going to be something kind of like Civ, some type of maybe more casual type of 4X game, because oh my goodness, Civ. I'm pretty much done with Civ because I went too crazy with Civ. I am Civilization 6 and 7 as well, but especially 6. It's so good. And Cook, Ether Spring, or the Witch. I do like the Witch. She has some really great things. She can change some traits. We could potentially get heal on one of the characters because of her. So I'm gonna go ahead and see about that. And also right here, if we get, let's say that one of the characters gets KO'd, we can come back over here and we can get another monster character. Yeah. Go and interact here. Getting some coins. I have 22 right now. I have to say that the amount of coins that we get, hi guys, the amount of coins is minimal compared to what we need in shops and stuff. Wow, you've actually tamed Warden, the guardian of Pilgrimage Path. Some say it's a manifestation of the monster deity's lingering presence on Terraste. So I want to re-roll a trait of a monster. Let me see. We could change critical purging, we could change exploit, or we could change a action. Okay, here we go. This is what I want to do. I want to change an action. And I have to figure out what action is the least useful. I really like all of his actions. Freddy is my attacking DPS-y powerhouse. Lika over here, I like Bubble Trick for sidekick. Wind, Force to self. Might take out the wind, I'm not sure. Mineralize for shield. Wind again. You know, I'm gonna take out Bubble Trick, actually. I hope this will help you in like a... Okay, I'm gonna reroll. Please, where's healing? I'm gonna reroll again. Where's healing? Heals all allies for 5. Here we go. This is it. Thank goodness. I found a healing thing. I had to reroll twice. I don't like that I had to reroll twice. You guys, I don't like that. Yeah, that sucks, having to reroll twice. Alright, let's see here. This part kind of unnerves me. Like, why is it so quiet? This must be what the monsterkin call a blessed pond. For a simple offering of coin, it may cleanse one's soul, or so the story goes. Offer 5 gold to the pond to cleanse 3 corruption from all monsters. 10 for 6, 20 for 12. Not now. Okay. I'm saying not now because I want to see how much corruption they have. 11, 5, and 4. That's what I think it says on the menu here. There's so many things in this game that it's a lot to remember in a sense, but at the same time, it's pretty intuitive once you really get into it. 11, 5, and 4. Corruption basically makes it so your characters have less health, and it's going to be harder for them to survive. And I'm going to offer 10 coins to cleanse 6. So you see how they're at 5 and 0, 0 now? Freddy has really accumulated a lot. Void Blitz. There we go. I made it in time, I think. Now, oh, this game is great. I feel like this game might start something new in a sense. It's one of those games where it's kind of like, okay, this is done so well, so it's very probable that we're gonna see more like it in the future. Wind kick. Oh, here we go. Especially in the arena of like creature collector games, right? They're very often so, I don't want to say bland, but I guess I already said it. They're very often so kind of, you know, I'm going to say cozy. I like cozy games so much. They're very often just kind of meant for relaxing, and you're meant to relax and just collect them all, you know, enjoy life. And to find one that has an almost, I mean, you're not seeing it yet, but Darkest Dungeon like feel as it proceeds is very different. So we can attack here, but I think I want to shield. This mineralize, I'm glad I didn't replace it. It's so good. I can use it so often too. It really fits in with the other skills. So, whoa, we got staggered. The enemy AI is not the greatest, but it's okay. It's okay for me because I'm not dead. Yeah, they probably should attack the weakest, right? But given how high the stats are for enemies a little later, I'm glad that they don't. Okay, so for this one, we need 2 water. We don't have any water. I don't even know how we get water. I got rid of that bubble thing, so we're kind of in a pinch with that. Gonna see. Okay, you can attack this guy. He's done for. And let's see how many moves we should make here to try to take care of this fellow. So this one, yeah, that one needs... Oh, wait, what about this one? Ignite fire. We're probably not going to be able to do too much here for him. Okay, mineralize, wind, and shield. You know what? I'll do this one, Hurricane Punch, because he's going to shield himself, and he's the one with the most troubled HP. Oh my gosh. Reset action burn. Uh-oh. Okay, so he made us burn a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna see about... Where's that? Is that healing? Where is my healing? I don't see healing in here. Oh, jeez. It's okay, though. I'm gonna use a potion on you. Amazing. And... deals 5 damage hit to self. That doesn't sound worth it. Free action, hey. Can do a free action right here. And followed by the pound key. Where is it? We're gonna purchase 2 enemy ether. Oh, he's gonna have nothing going on. Heal. Okay, this is the one the whole time. I was looking at it and I didn't read it properly. Mudflake. There we go. We healed by 5. I mean, that's not really as nice as I would like. Hurricane Punch. Sounds delicious. I bet it tastes like that green drink that everybody likes. The one at, oh, the Baja Blast, I believe it's called. I don't think I would like it because I'm very sensitive. Let me see. Go here and get this common equipment. This one, we already have a bunch of rares, so we're just gonna get the gold from it. Grab that coin, and I don't think I can interact with this again. Yeah, only one time use right there. Kind of an eerie atmosphere to this place. So this game is dark yet colorful, and I really like that sort of vibe. What is this place? What is... See how this, like, is a... It doesn't have anything. I don't know why, either. Oh, is it because I didn't... Okay, there's one thing I didn't do yet. Wow, that's actually pretty interesting. Like, if you wanted to rush through the area, right? Taking some little shortcuts, I guess. You could get through faster. I think if you... Ooh, hey, Grimoire is here. This one is very special. But our characters are alive and they're doing well, and this is a good setup. So if somebody died, I would totally add Grimoire to the mix. You know what? I don't think that was what I thought it might have been. Oh yeah, let's grab this though. Yeah, this is just a dead end. I thought it might have unlocked if I looked at everything, but that's not how it works, actually. So loot drop or merchant? I'm actually going to go to the merchant. I don't have anything that I can buy, sadly, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, hey, we have random monsters there. So we have 19... Oh, there's enemy over there. Let me go and... Get his back turned. This is... our good friend on our team. We are here to battle. So, Void Blitz. Let me see what... Oh, you see how much HP he has? He's crazy. He is crazy, and I'm pretty sure that actually we don't have the best setup for him. We don't have the best setup to use against him because he's the same element as pretty much everything that I have. But, I don't know, I'll keep trying anyway. We're still doing damage anyway, so it's whatever. He gets to go 2 moves per turn, which is not fair, by the way. Gosh, I have too much wind. Too gosh darn much wind. Do echo. And any free moves? Oh, he's gonna get staggered here. That's nice. I wish I could have staggered him a little bit earlier, though. Shield self. I really like the shield self for this one because he's a bit of a weaker unit in some ways. Oh, weakness, huh? He's weak to something, and yet I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Now, Stone Punch. We're doing extra damage because of the state he's in. Craft Memento. Already possess it. I was just curious what it would say. Shield self. Any free moves? Huh. Gonna use Stone Punch. Sidekick. Wind Kick. He's at half health anyway. I mean, could be worse. I didn't use shield, did I? I probably should have just used shield. Yeah, because now he's Aggie. He's very upset because... Yeah, the reset action purge. Uh-oh. Let's see. He has a whopping 5 wind. We have to be careful. Let's shield. Gonna shield, and I may use healing. Who am I gonna use healing on? Heal you. I don't know. I should have healed Freddy probably, but let's let's use Echo. We might die to this guy, I'm not sure. I definitely survived against him at least once, though. So when you do the memento thing, right? They don't die or anything, or they don't, like, exit the battle the way it works in Pokemon. No, not him! This sucks. To lose him, I should have healed. Oh, wow. Why didn't I heal him? He was the most important one to try to heal. Let's do Mudflame. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble now, because, like... let me Hurricane Punch. Can't do too much damage now. But if we do manage to survive, we can go back to the beginning and grab some stuff. And hopefully he gives some nice amount of cash. That would be really cool. Okay. Generate force. Yeah, generate some good force. And continue our healing adventure. Actually, no, we're gonna make him stagger again. Yeah. I think this is the first time I made an enemy stagger twice. Okay, so, gosh, we are doing such little damage, actually. I'm going to use shield. And then we're gonna hope and pray on the next turn. Oh no, 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 I lost two. I only have one survivor, Gargoyle. Gargoyle was the one that was healed. Can he even take down this guy by himself? I don't know. I'm gonna try, I guess. Yeah, he's not doing enough damage to him. They're kinda... This is a good argument, actually, for having a spread of elements. Yeah, we died. Wow. See how crazy it gets? You just find the right enemy, or the wrong enemy, as it were. I really like this screen here. When you go through when you get very far, this is probably the shortest I've actually made it so far. You'll see that it goes all the way, that bar at the top underneath defeat, it goes all the way and kind of shows all the various places you went to and where you died and what you managed to collect. This run was very uneventful. I'm sorry about that. I didn't capture anything new either. I mean, I already have some, so it's whatever. I managed to get some Aether crystals, though, which I'm happy about. Let me see any new conversations with everybody. Still want this cat to like me. And talk to Lily again. Can you imagine that, Siriu? Me as an ooze? No way. You as an ooze? I just can't imagine it. You have to look beyond appearances. On the inside, I'm perhaps not so different from an ooze. Anyway, let me tell you about my life as an ooze, or maybe another time. Let's establish a soul bond. So, I don't know. I still want to unlock all of them. I want to purchase all of them, but 30. I have 30 left. I don't know if I can do anything useful with this 30. It's not very much. Might as well have gone and unlocked another one. But Gustavo? Yeah, that was kind of a bad luck run right there. And I did some things foolishly. I think what could have made that different is if I happened to have other ones on hand, somebody who had something that would really be a good weakness for that particular enemy. Or just avoiding that enemy altogether. I already fought them before, and it is possible to some extent to avoid certain monsters. But yeah, Aethermancer, absolutely worth it. I highly recommend it. And I wish I could have showed you more in terms of the collecting of the monsters, but honestly, collecting the monsters, right? There are slightly fewer monsters than the average creature collecting game, and each one matters more. So that's kind of a thing. Making progress and, you know, getting each new one, they're extra special when you do get them. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. I'll have a link in the description. Check this game out. I'll see you later. Bye.